Oh, brother. Yeah, I mean, literally, oh, brother. It's a brother typewriter. Come on, let's dive in and see what we can get out of it. I mean, we're going to get a lot of plastic. That's just the reality here. All right, wire. That was the easy part. So for those of you that missed it, one of my clients is an IT company, and they also work on electronic typewriters, which I did not know was still a thing, but it is apparently, and I am going to be getting electric typewriters from these people. So I'm going to have to figure out how we take these apart. All right, it looks like it's just snapped down onto it. So let's see what our hammer test will do for us. Ha ha ha. When all else fails, just give it a whack. All right. That's going to be one of the problems with the typewriters, though. I'm going to be getting a lot of plastic out of them. All right, now we have a Phillips head down there. And I think you're a Phillips there. Phillips head here. We have a motor down here. Well, it's more like a transformer, but it would be sold as an electric motor. I'll show you when we get it out of there. So the wire's going down to a power board here. There we go. So this is just a low-grade power board. Here's our wire, insulated copper wire. That would have been number 2 at my previous yard. We'll see what the new yard classifies it as, but I'm thinking number 2. I'm pretty sure that's going to be aluminum. Yep. So we have an aluminum heatsink here with a MOSFET. And we just bust our transformer off. Usually transformers just go as motors. So that's what I'm expecting my local yard will take them as. And depending upon your yard, you may or may not need to cut away the board. I'm just doing this because I don't know what my local yard wants me to do yet. And this can just go up into the low grade bin. And I want to go ahead and get this aluminum off of here, I think. So we just have a little piece that needs to get straightened up there. And then it comes right off. So there's a nice little piece of sheet aluminum. And that can go back up with the low grades. All right, now. Okay, well, not a whole lot to this, as you can see, but there's actually more of a board here than I was expecting. So, well, this wire, here, let's see if this will just pull off. Yeah. So that's actually a little nicer board. I mean, I had no idea what to expect, but I see that that's not a bad, terrible board. I mean, it's not low grade. I'm going to throw that in with my peripherals because we've got some nice chips here. We don't have a lot of weighty junk on it. So, yeah. Well, when I get a bin up there for the peripherals, that's where it's going to go. Oh, let's see. These wires are going over to another motor that's over there. Let's just get these wires out of here. And I'm going to snip some wires there. And then get that ink, the printer ribbon out of there. That's metal. I'm thinking that's going to be sheet steel. Yep. So that'll go in with our small metal bits. What do we have going on here? Which one do I want to tackle first? Bring you over here, bring you over here. Probably need a number 1 for that, but so we'll go to the hand screwdriver. This is suggesting that there's a mylar underneath of here, and that would not be completely beyond the realm of possibility. There's an LCD screen. So we just turn these things so that they line up with their slots. Then we can take the LCD screen off of here. Oops. Missed a couple. There we go. So that can go in with our peripherals. Nice gold Enig all over it. There's a chip underneath of that. Put that up there for the peripherals, and I'm just going to throw this in with my little metal bits. Wire. All right, now then. There's some metal, and yes, there is a piece of metal there. That's going to be trash. You know, there's I've heard that there are artists that want these keys. So I think I'm going to set this aside. And since we have a big artist community here in the Asheville area, I'm going to set these aside and reach out to the artist community and see if there's any true demand or if that's just people mouthing off that don't know what they're talking about. Not that that ever happens in the scrapping world. All right, now, this unfortunately is really goobered up kind of mylar. These are all glued onto the mylar, making it very difficult. And this kind of mylar probably is not going to have a very good silver recovery, so I'm not going to mess with it. You don't get a lot of silver out of those mylars anyway, so why mess with the ones that don't have a whole lot in them? All right, we got some more wire out of this. That can go there, and that's just trash. Little rubber thing for keeping the wire collected while the head moves back and forth. And I'm not gonna spend much time trying to go after that reader head. I don't think. It's in the way right now. It's the only issue. So let's see here now. We got There's a nice metal rod there, and I just want to figure out how to get it out of there. Somewhere there's going to be some sort of keeper screw or something in here that I'm missing. Maybe. That was one way to do it. The hammer. So that is a nice chunk of, let's see, is that ferrous? Yeah, that's a nice chunk of ferrous rod, but it's got a really thick rubber coating. So I got to see if the yard is going to take that from me. I'm going to put that in with the shred for right now. We'll see if they take that. There's another little bit of metal, and then these are more rollers to keep the paper that moves through the typewriter moving smooth. And oh, this is the eraser ribbon. A lot of little metal bits in here that we can mess around with. It's only interesting from the perspective of we've never taken one of these apart before. Little springs. It looks like there's a little motor down inside there. Another little rod. Yeah, you're ferrous. There's two little motors down there. Just a question of whether or not I want to mess around with trying to get them. And we have another motor right over here. Got to get this screw out of the way. I didn't see this screw before when I busted off the top. All right, little motor here. I know there's folks out there that like collecting little motors for various projects and stuff. I don't know, I might have to think about, I might start setting little motors aside with the connectors attached, of course. But anyway, for now, that's just a small electric motor. Ah, man, this is annoying. I mean, it's interesting how it's put together and stuff, but you know, is it worth your time to scrap this? Not really. You're not getting a whole lot out of it. All right, we have a C-clamp one here. Keeper ring kind of thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. One of those little rings, keeper ring things, and hopefully that will let me there we go. Now get that part out of that one. We'll look at that here in a little bit more. We have another of those keeper ring things there. I wonder if I can get in here and grab hold of that. Let's see here now. We can get that off of there. Yes, we can. And then we have another nice rod there. Let's see, are you ferrous? Yes. That's ferrous, so, But real nice rod. And again, I've had people tell me that, you know, that metallurgists and artists and stuff, metal artistes, like these. So, you know, I'll reach out to the local art community and I'll see if there's any true need for that stuff right now. And then we have a plastic trash body. And here's the wheel that you would change out for the different fonts. So, you know, if you were doing this, you'd have your fonts in a tray or something, and you would put in what you needed, Times New Roman, whatever. But that's how you picked your fonts. And that's plastic. Yeah, let's see. We've got some more metal here. Ferrous. This was the thing that would hit on the little font key. So that was the thing that actually did the typing right there. Let's see, I'm just taking out some screws here now because I have absolutely no idea what is going to come out with what. Never done one of these before. And more little metal bits. Oh, let's see here. What do we got going on here now? You're down there like that, and you're in there like that. Got a spring here that was not doing anything. Yeah, we got some screws down there that might free up something. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, wait a minute, something's coming loose here. We'll throw that in with our little motors. Wire little motor. And the little motor down there. All right. And there's another little motor. And what's holding you in place? Maybe this little screw right here. That's going to be ferrous, yeah. So that's the little striker, and so that's the striker and its counterweight. Yeah, plastic gear wheel. little tiny screws, plastic trash. We have one more little motor down here. There we go. And we have another little motor over here that I got to figure out how to get at. Wire, motor. Oh, let's see. Aha! I know how to get at it. We go right through this hole. The hole that was put there so that I could unscrew this motor. So we got the two keeper screws for the motor. And there's the motor. So these are the kind of motors that I mean, all these motors, I think there might be people out there that like these. I've heard that there are folks that want them. If I'm going to be doing typewriters like this, I'll probably look into whether or not there truly is a market for them, or if that's just wishful scrapping. There's a little piece of metal. There's some more little bits in here. I'm not going to get terribly excited about them, unless they just bust right out like that. There's no more motors. We've got a little bit of wire here still. Let's see how that wire wants to come out. There we go. A little bit of wire. That's it. Trash. Oh, brother, what a pain. I mean, you know, I'm not paying anything for them. I'm just picking them up. And I don't know, we're going to see what I decide to do with these. There's more, there's different brands, so we're going to work our way through. We'll see if some are better than others, but right now what I'm getting is a lot of plastic and a little bit of metal and maybe some motors. So I don't know, my recommendation right now is don't mess with it, but I'm going to reserve judgment until I've done a few more. In the meantime, check out the videos that are popping up here and here, and the round thing in the middle. That's to help you to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of me scrapping my brother.